Hi everyone! In this video, we will calculate the correlation coefficient. A medical researcher is investigating the relationship between the number of hours spent in continuing education and the accuracy of initial diagnosis made by a group of nurse practitioners. The researcher gathers data for the previous year on each of the 7 nurse practitioners. He notes their specialty, then documents the hours of continuing education each nurse participated in and the accuracy of their diagnoses. Use a graphing calculator to find the correlation coefficient R, then describe the relation between hours of continuing education and the accuracy of diagnoses. There's lots of information in this table, but we really only need the hours of continuing education and the diagnostic accuracy. Let's go ahead and open our calculator. We'll go to Stat and edit our lists. In List 1, we'll enter the hours of education, and in List 2, the accuracy. You'll see that I've already entered these in. However, if you don't have them entered in correctly and you have a long list of things that you need to get rid of, you can press up and then clear and then enter, and it will clear out the whole list. Also, we want to make sure that we have the exact same number in List 1 and List 2, or we'll end up with a dimension and error. To calculate this, we're going to quit and go to the home screen, or we can just press Stat. This will bring up our menu where we will calculate the linear regression. We can use 4 or 8, noticing that the A and B have switched places with the slope and the y-intercept. However, beware that number 9 is the ln regression for logarithms, not a linear regression. So we're going to choose number 4, and we can press number 4, or we can arrow down to it. We do have it already set up with List 1 and List 2 for X and Y. However, if you don't have those, you can make sure to put those in by pressing second 1 for List 1 and second 2 for List 2. You are also welcome to store those in a different list, like List 4 and List 5. Just make sure that you put those in for the X and Y. We don't need to worry about the frequency or storing anything, and then we'll go calculate. We see that we have all of the parts of the linear regression except that we don't have the correlation coefficient. This happens when the diagnostics are turned off. If you already have your diagnostics turned on, then you will have the correlation coefficient showing up already, and you can skip to the end of the video. If you don't have the correlation coefficient showing, then we need to make sure to turn on your diagnostics. To do that, we're going to press second and then catalog, which is the number 0. It's under diagnostics, which is clear down at D, so we're going to make sure that we press alpha and this D right here to get down to the list of Ds much faster. Then we scroll to diagnostic on. Then pressing enter will put this on the home screen. Pressing enter again will run the diagnostic. Then we can go calculate our linear regression once again by pressing 4. And then our lists are already set up, so then we can press calculate. And now we have the linear or the correlation coefficient. So let's go ahead and write that down. Our correlation coefficient R equals 0.63, and let's round this out 3 decimal places, 0.636. The closer to 1 that our correlation coefficient gets, the stronger the correlation. This is just over halfway, so we could say that this is a moderate to strong positive correlation. And now we're all done.